What is corporate social responsibility? It is a relationship between organization and the community. It also dealing with stakeholder and empowering the community in order to an organization to sustain in the business in the long run. Corporates also practice social responsibility by donating to national and local charities which can be beneficial to the society.
Current activities related to CSR. Corporate social responsibility comes in many forms. Even the smallest company impacts social change by making a simple donation to local food bank. Some of the most common examples of CSR include reducing carbon footprints, improving labor policies, participating in fair trade, charitable giving, volunteering in the community, corporate policies that benefits the environment, socially and environmentally conscious investment.
Examples of CSR companies. Innovation, Johnson & Johnson. They have focused on reducing their impact on the planet for 3 decades. Their initiatives range from leveraging the power of the wind in providing safe water to communities around the world. Its purchase of a privately owned energy supplier in the Texas Panhandle allowed the company to reduce pollution while providing a renewable economical alternative to electricity. The company continues to seek out renewable energy options with the goal to produce 35% of their energy needs from renewable resources.
Google. Google is trusted not only for its environmentally friendly initiatives, but also due to their outspoken CEO Sundar Pichai. He stands up against social issues including former US President Donald Trump's anti-Muslim comments. Google also earned RI's highest CSR score, much in part due to their data center using 50% less energy than others in the world. They also have committed over $1 billion to renewable energy projects and enable other businesses to reduce their environmental impact through services such as Gmail.
The third example of CSR companies is Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's massive fleet of delivery trucks contributed to 3.7 million metric tons of greenhouse gases to the world. They have made major changes to their supply chain practices, including investing in a new alternative fuel trucks. Their initiatives are intended to create a 25% reduction in their carbon footprints by 2030.
Ford Motor Company. Ford plans to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions using their EcoBoost engine to increase fuel efficiency. It also plans to introduce 40 electronic vehicles by 2022 in an investment of $11 billion. According to Ford, they're taking their mainstream vehicles, their most iconic vehicles, and they're electrifying them. If they want to be successful with electrification, they have to do it with vehicles that are already popular. Netflix and Spotify. From a social perspective, companies such as Netflix and Spotify offer benefits to support the employees and families. Netflix offers 52 weeks of paid parental leave, which can be taken at any time, whether it is the first year of the child's life or another time that suits their needs. This compares to 18 weeks of other tech companies.
Pfizer used the term corporate citizenship to claim the CSR initiatives and believes it is a core part of their company and simply how they do business. Across the globe, the company drives initiatives that raise awareness for non-infectious disease as well as providing health care for women and children who otherwise would not have the care they need. One example of this is the reduction in the price of their Preventer 13 vaccines for those in need and situations such as refugees and emergency settings.
The seventh example of CSR companies is Bosch. Half of Bosch research and development budget is invested in creating environmental protection technology. By 2021, the company will have invested in 50 million euros to support universities and research programs that are focused on the environment, energy, and mobility in Germany, India, the US, and China through Bosch Energy Research. Research Network, also known as BIRD.
Starbucks. With an eye to hiring, Starbucks is looking to diversity their workforce and provide opportunities for certain cohorts. By 2025, it has pledged to hire 25,000 veterans by 2025. As part of their social responsible efforts, this hiring initiative will also look to hire more younger people with the aim of helping jumpstart careers by giving them their first job. While globally, the company has joined the UN Refugee Agency to scale up the company's support and effort to reach refugee candidates to hire 10,000 refugees by 2022.
The Walt Disney Company. Disney is committed to reducing their carbon footprint with the goals for zero net greenhouse gas emissions, zero waste, and a commitment to conserve water. They are actively ensuring that they set strict international labor policy to protect the safety and rights of their employees. They are also active in their community and encourage employees to do the same. They also offer healthy living initiatives to promote healthy eating habits amongst employees.
Lego. Lego will invest $150 million over the next 15 years with a focus on addressing climate change and reducing waste. It has reduced their packaging as well as investing in an alternative energy source and plans to source 100% renewable energy by 2020. To accomplish this, the company will hire a team to support its commitment of using sustainable materials and plans to reach a 90% recycling. This list is just a small illustration of how companies are using corporate social responsibility to protect the planet and make a commitment to improving the quality of life for the communities they impact every day.